James Smith Boxing YouTube. Anthony, how are you doing? You all right?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. Happy birthday. You had your birthday a few days back, so happy birthday.
Nice.
With
Thanks a
that,
lot.
with that said, 30 years old, I'm sure it's in your mind now. It's time to kick on and looking at getting as high as you can within the sport.
Yeah, of course. I'm ranked in the top 15 on two of the governing bodies. The other I'm fighting on Saturday is ranked in the IBF, so I'll be ranking three. Hopefully, it'll come through it. So we're getting there slowly. Obviously, as it went the way I wanted it, as smooth. But like you said, this year is a critical year. But I want big fights. I want to test myself and see how good how good I am.
I think I remember when I spoke with you when you did the interview with Milicia, you were supposed to fight at the back end of last year, but you had like a back injury which put you out. Have you are you injury free as much as you can be now?
Yeah, that was actually my neck. That was, but
Neck, sorry.
this camp, funny enough, for the first. I said to me physio this morning. This is the first time I haven't been injured in a camp for a long time. So yeah, I feel really good. I found a balance. I think I haven't done as much S&C as I normally do, but I've made up for it with longer sparring rounds and other stuff. So yeah, I feel really good. I've been sparring 12 rounds. I feel really fit. I'm the best I'm gonna be. So let's have it.
Not looking past your opponent, of course, but you've talked about ideally wanting the likes of Sergio Garcia or Ted Cheeseman. Scott's been in the mix as well. What makes the most sense for you?
But I think step by step, I like to box the winner of Cheeseman, Metcalf for the British title. Obviously, Eddie wants me to box Fitzgerald, which I'm more than happy to do because it's a massive fight and a chance to get revenge. But also Sergio Garcia, I think I can beat him. I would have beaten him. He's really high ranked and he's European champion, so it's a really hard fight. But if I beat Sergio Garcia, I'm not far from a world title shot then.
And can I just get your take on the potential of Josh Kelly entering the super welterweight ranks? How do you think he'd fare?
I think he'd do well. I think he'd do well domestically. I think he'd be good enough to win a British title, but I reckon as far as European and world, I think he lacks the power to mix with the top lads like myself and the big punches in the division. I think he lost the other day to the Avicii because he couldn't keep him off. Avicii's a smaller man at the likes of myself. I think people like myself who are big and stronger, I think he'd struggle.
And finally, Ammo Williams reigniting the feud between you both. Did you see his fight recently? What do you think of it?
I didn't see his fight now, but I've seen some little clip of him shutting his mouth off about me again. But he's a bit of a mad little American, and he's trying to build the hype. So good luck to him, whatever else. But at the end of the day, I'm in my division. I'm a 154 fighter, and I'm trying to win belts here rather than move up. Only when I box him is if Eddie offers me big money, and then he comes over here. But apart from that, I'm not really interested.
All the best for the weekend, Anthony. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, James. If you go to Danny Flexen from Seconds Out next.
Hi, mate. How you doing?
What's happened, Danny? You right?
Yeah, good, mate. Thank you. We could see on Saturday night your stablemate Lawrence Okoli become the first of the male GB Olympians from 2016 to win a world title. How much of a chance do you feel you have to become the second? You've obviously got Joe Joyce, Joe Cordina, and people like that as well.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit behind him. I think I've had that defeat, haven't I? So it knocked me back. I've been trying to avenge that for a long time, which I'm nearly bored of doing now. Like, if I don't box with Cheryl next, I'm just going to move on with my career and try and chase in the likes of Garcia, the British champion, whoever that is, and move on. But yeah, I think Lawrence is going to do it, mate. And you know what I mean, give him his respect, mate. He hasn't had it all his own way. He's been stepped up really fast, and he's always got through. And respect to the guy.
And the fact that you, Lawrence, and Chris Billum-Smith are all fighting on the same shows, you've all had your camp in the gym at the same time. How much of a difference does that make in terms of preparation? You're all kind of gunning for the same date.
I don't think it makes much of a difference. You know, like someone said to me last week on Matthew, how will it be fighting with like Chris and Lawrence? And I was a bit like, I haven't even thought about it. I'm just thinking about my fight and my win, and that's what matters to me. And then obviously after I win my fight, I can just sit back then and enjoy Lawrence's fight.
I mean, more all pushing each other in the gym because you're all training around the same time. Does that help with like the circuits and things like that?
Well, with the way Shane does things, it's a bit different. We don't train together. We have our own slots, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Like Shane works us really hard regardless, and in terms of the circuits, that's down to yourself. How hard you want to push yourself. Do you know what I mean? No one can do it for you, but definitely it does definitely help having people in the gym. I was boxing the Conor Membill originally, and it got brought forward. Like, I'm really grateful I'm boxing this Saturday because I would have been down there on my own for like 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm really glad it got brought forward.
Good stuff. Well, best of luck on Saturday night.
Thank you, Danny. Nice one.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Danny. If we go to John next, please.
Hi, Ant. John here from Pro Boxing Fans. How you doing?
What's happening, mate? You all right?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. How impressed were you with your last performance? A lot of people praising you, felt that you'd shown improvements under Shane. Were you impressed yourself?
Yeah, the fight went as the way I thought it went. It went a little bit longer than I thought it would have, but that's down to how tough Harper was, and I knew I'd outgun him in every department. So I knew that people would be surprised at how I boxed, how much more loose I was, me variety of shots, me. I knew people would see a change because I do feel much different and I feel much better. But that fight was all in my favour. Like Harper wasn't really a puncher. His style suited me a lot. Where this Forte, he's a lot more tricky. He's a lot more elusive. He's a lot more experienced, and he's also very tough. So this fight will tell me a lot more about where I'm at in the division and how far I can go.
When you look at sort of the rankings, you've got good rankings in the world. I think you're 10th with the IBF or somewhere like that. Yeah. Are you looking at that route as well, or is it just, whatever your management and Eddie and decide?
Yeah, I think it makes sense to go climb the world rankings, but I also am proving the best in the country just yet. I need to I'd like to anyway win a British title before I push on towards European and world. I want to prove I'm the best. It's a great division domestically, and I do believe I'm the best fighter, and I want to prove it.
Lastly, we're hearing Scott Fitzgerald's back, I believe, next month. Are you pleased to sort of see him back and that potentially that rematch down the line?
Yeah, I've been told we're meant to fight July, August. I got told. I'm not sure what I'm meant to say on that, but I don't really care because I'm bored of talking about it now. I just want to either fight him or just crack on my career. I would love to box him because even if he hasn't got a belt anymore, it's still obviously that defeat is on my record. I want to wipe the slate clear and prove I'm the better man.
Best of luck, Saturday.
Thank you. Nice one, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan. Fred, do you want to jump in with your questions?
Hi, Anthony. How are you doing, man?
What's happening, mate? I'm all right, you?
Yeah, all good. And so you started training with Shane McGuigan. And what changes have you noticed in your boxing style since you started training with him?
I just feel a lot more comfortable in the ring now. I feel a lot more loose. I think Shane's fighting to my strengths a lot more. In the past, I was trying to get up close too much and have a bit of a brawl and constant pressure, where now I'm a lot more relaxed in there. I'm thinking more about what I'm doing. I'm setting my attacks up more rather than being a bit predictable and coming forward the same over and over again. I'm trying to mix up a bit more, and I think my footwork's improved. My fitness has definitely improved. I can spar 12 rounds like easy now, where back in the day I was doing 8 rounds and I was really breathing heavy. So I feel like I'm just a lot more adapted as a pro now.
And as well as training hard, you've also got a baby boy in the way. Is that extra motivation for you?
Yeah, it is, of course. I want to prove to my son I'm a winner. I don't necessarily fight for money and a better life for my kid. I want to just prove to my child that if you work hard and 100% to whatever you do, you can achieve what you want, rather than like earning more money to give them a better life. I don't really fight for money as much as I fight for pride and passion.
And I've only got one question left. Of course, in a perfect world, you'd want the Scott Fitzgerald rematch. But apart from that fight, finally you get the win this Saturday. Are there any other fights you'd like to have?
Yeah, I'd love to box the winner of Cheeseman and Metcalf. I think that's a great fight. It's a natural fight for myself. Me and Cheeseman got a bit of bad blood there. Me and Metcalf are both Scousers. I obviously want the British title, but it depends. Whoever wins that fight will be highly ranked with the IBF, so they might think I'm too much of a high risk and they might go a different route, but we'll see, mate. We'll see.
All right, thank you, Tom Anthony.
Nice one, mate.
Okay, so Ant, I know you've got to go at 5:30, so the very last one, Ron, if you want to finish things off, mate.
Will do. Ant, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Ron?
I'm not so bad, not so bad. Who do you think? Firstly, who do you think wins out of Metcalf and Cheeseman?
I think it's a very intriguing fight. I think it could go either way, but I'm expecting Metcalf to just come through. I think he's a bit stronger, and I think Metcalf might come through. But Cheeseman's a good fighter, mate. He's a good fighter. I think he gets hit a bit too much, and Metcalf's got a bit more power. I think he'll come through.
Listen, with obviously Lawrence is the first of the Rio team to fight for a world title. Does that sort of like, encourage you? Does that sort of like feel that's where I should be now?
Yeah, you know what? I've watched Lawrence grow from a novice amateur to where he is now, and it's a really inspiring story. Like even in his last camp, he was doing 12-round spars with 4 lads, and he was having brutal spars, and it did inspire me a little bit. Like over Christmas, I didn't have no break, and I was doing on Christmas Eve. I sparred 12 rounds, and I didn't need to, but it was down to Lawrence. To be fair, I watched him and thought, this is what I need to do. So I'm watching people and I'm learning.
Excellent. Take care, Ant. Speak to you soon, mate.
Thanks, nice one, mate.
Thanks, Ant. See you at the bubble, mate. Take care.
Nice one, Dan. Thanks a lot, mate. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay, so